Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. It's the Godly Body here, and today's video is going to focus on butt-centric exercises that you can do in the gym without jumping on the heavy weight machines. Sometimes getting on the heavy weight machines can not only be intimidating and inconveniencing because they're always busy and people are constantly asking you, how much longer do you have? How many reps? How many sets? Sometimes you just want to focus on exercises that you don't have to do in the gym. You can also do these at home. So first up, I'm going to say that I did add my leg weights today because I feel like adding leg weights can turn any exercise into a leg exercise pretty much. Like my warm-up, I'm using the pulley machine just like I always do, but I'm incorporating some motion for my legs to help with strength training. Next, I'm going to jump straight on to the glute extension, back extension machine, and I am using it backwards and focusing on doing leg raises, which pretty much incorporate your glutes solely. So this is a great exercise if you want to do something that's not going to grow your quads. And all you have to do is lift your legs. You'll see that I'm using it with leg weights, and then I also show you using resistance bands. And this is pretty much an isolated glute exercise. Some gyms do have glute extension machines, but they're rare. Basically, you're just going to lift your legs. It's really, really easy. Next up, I'm doing some hip thrusts, and I am using 2 resistance bands from the xbands.com. This is also an isolated glute exercise. And pretty much you're using your hips as the pivot point, and you're using your glutes to pull you forward, basically to lift the weight. You can do these standing or lying. You can do these with resistance bands. You can do these with a weight laying across your legs, or you can do them with resistance bands and also holding a weight to up the intensity. Next, you'll see I'm doing some kickbacks, and as you can see, I'm using the same 2 resistance bands, and then I also have the leg weight around my ankle. So that's really adding a lot of weight and a lot of resistance and intensity. This is a great exercise. You can do this at home, you can do this in the gym. Both the resistance band and the leg weight is pretty accessible and inexpensive. And if you turn to the side, you can go ahead and work out your hips. Next up, we're doing some really deep lunges, making sure to go parallel or below. And this really, really helps to make sure you're targeting your hips, and then using the leg weights also ups the weight and the resistance of the whole lunge. And then you'll also see that I am squatting with a 60-pound weight. These are not only great for your glutes, but your quads and your hamstrings as well. Lastly, I'm showing you guys again, I am doing hip thrusts with the double resistance bands as well with the, the 60-pound weight. We're just going to town. Like, these are a really, really great isolated glute exercise. Lastly, I'm doing some deadlifts, and deadlifts are technically not for your glutes but your lower back, but I feel like your lower back really has a lot to do with the ratio and the way your booty sits and the proportions and the way it looks and everything like that. So you guys should definitely go ahead and give these a try. This is definitely an exercise where you want to keep your knees behind your toes, keep your back straight. You can do these straight leg or bent. Just make sure to keep your shoulders behind the weight, push through your heels, and make sure to squeeze at the top of the movement. It's not very hard, but it is very easy to do wrong. I will have more tips in the bottom bar if you guys want to check that out. As always, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.